Let's therefore raise the big questions. Can Team India, or India Alliance as it's called, give Mr. Modi's poll machinery a tough fight? Is there no big breakthrough in the India huddle? Is India Alliance moving at a slow pace? Has the special session called by Prime Minister Modi spooked India Alliance? Joining me now, our special guest, Priyanka Chaturvedi, Shiv Sena UBT, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray MP. She was also part of these deliberations. Reena Gupta is Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. RP Singh, BJP spokesperson. And my colleague Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai Bureau Chief, is joining me here in a moment. Let's go straight across to each of you to understand what is the big picture. Priyanka Chaturvedi, what is the big picture that we are to take away from this India Alliance meeting? Pawan Khera is saying Modi hatao. Is that the single point agenda now that has been, after all these 2 days of deliberation, is it coming back to Modi hatao?
No, firstly, what is wrong if we speak about Modi hatao? Hasn't the Bharatiya Janata Party from 2014 onwards made it only about Mr. Narendra Modi? Every second minister is sidelined, every cabinet minister is irrelevant, every BJP MP who has won his elected constituency is considered irrelevant. Every time a cabinet minister speaks on the floor of the house, he has to chant the name of Narendra Modi 108 times. Out of the 37 alliance partners, no one has the audacity to be able to dream that their leader could perhaps be the Prime Minister one day. So they've reduced it to him. So what is wrong if we say the idea that Mr. Modi brings to the table since 2014 is an idea which is anti-India, which is anti-women, which is anti-farmers, which is India's interests. Right from China changing its map from La 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 to helping the Lal Lal Sarkar of China, Modi ji has done it all. So if we are meeting, and if you're meeting against this entire idea that is proposed of a dictatorial regime run by one person as per his whims and fancies, who thinks he's above the nation because he refuses to come and hold himself accountable in the parliament, who thinks he's above Ganpati Bappa also, that he's holding this particular session which nobody has an agenda to, then we are going to have a policy which attacks this idea. The idea is Modi. Modi is the idea for the BJP right now.
So you're saying you're attacking the idea.
So we are
okay,
talking
interesting.
about
You're saying you're attacking the idea. You're attacking the idea of Modi, not Mr. Modi, the individual. RP Singh, you want to respond to that? That according to the India Alliance partners, when they say Modi hatao, they're not attacking Modi, the individual, but the idea of Modi. They say Mr. Modi is taking India towards a dictatorship. One India, one leader, one decision maker, no, in a country which they say is a country of diversity. India Alliance claims it represents diversity. Judega Bharat, to jeetega Bharat is their slogan.
Well, they have accepted that the complete focus of the opposition is against Modi ji. I mean, they are accepting it, and they have no agenda to present to the people. And why they are against Modi ji? Because Modi ji has given 55 crore people 5 lakh health insurance. More than 11 crore women Ujjwala scheme, gas scheme, under which the cylinders are subsidized cylinders are being given. More than 3.5 crore people have been given roof on the head. More than 11 crore Kisan, the farmers get Kisan Samman Nidhi. More than 200 crore people got them vaccinated. So that's the problem, and they have to fight this agenda, and they don't have any positive agenda. And then Priyanka ji was saying that, oh, we have leaders, we have a lot of leaders as, in the party, in the alliance. I'm sorry, you say India Alliance, it's not India Alliance, it's India Alliance, because last word is alliance itself. So in future, let's keep it as India Alliance, not India Alliance. So, but coming to the issue, I'm just stating the fact. But coming to the issue, as per them, Nitish Kumar will be the Prime Minister for Monday. They are presenting so that Nitish will be our Prime Minister for Monday, Mamta ji for Tuesday, Akhilesh for Wednesday, Arvind Kejriwal for Thursday, Rahul Gandhi for Friday, Uddhav Thackeray ji for Saturday, and Sharad Pawar ji doesn't keep good health, so he can be kept for Sunday. But are they together? I mean, are this club together? Yesterday he had a press conference. Today he again. Can I give me another second? Another 5 seconds. Another 5 seconds.
But RP saying,
5 seconds.
RP saying no one. They have not projected a face. You are claiming they are projecting a face. They have not projected anyone.
Each of their party leaders have projected. The Mamata Banerjee leaders are saying Mamata ji is the best. Priyanka ji said Uddhav ji is the best. Priyanka Kakkad said Arvind ji is the best. It's not us who are saying. But coming to the issue, you're saying they are going to hold public meetings, public rallies. Oh yes, Mr. Kejriwal was holding a public meeting and public rally in Chhattisgarh, Raipur other day, saying he is the most corrupt chief minister. Not us. Mr. Kejriwal was saying so in Raipur. Mr. Bajwa was holding a dharna against Mr. Bhagwant Mann. Kerala Congress chief has been arrested by the Mr. Pinay Vijayan's party. Mamata Banerjee walked out. You know the reason behind why did she walked out today? You just told before at the beginning of the show. But this is the contradictions there, and then you say they are the diversities. This is not diversities. This is contradiction.
Okay, that's an interesting point you're making. Let them respond to that. You know, Reena Gupta and Priyanka, I'll get them to respond. Reena Gupta of the AAP first. The fact is, Arvind Kejriwal was there at this meeting today saying we must work together. The same Arvind Kejriwal was in Raipur over the weekend attacking Bhupesh Baghel, the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, saying there's corruption there. We've seen similar cases mentioned by Mr. RP Singh about the Congress and AAP in Punjab. You see, the impression is that yes, you're coming together in the 5-star hotel of Grand Hyatt, but what about on the ground? How will you translate this bonhomie in a hotel into reality on the ground?
Rajdeep, it is clear how rattled they are, including Mr. RP Singh. After the 2 meetings of the alliance, they had to reduce the LPG cylinder prices by 200. Now, after the 3rd meeting, they are announcing a special session of the parliament. If Mr. Modi, who calls himself the Pradhan Sevak, he is really a Pradhan Sevak, he should have called a special session on Manipur. He should have called a special session on China taking over our land. He should have called a special session on Adani. But none of that. We don't know what the special session is about.
China has taken over?
Let us also not forget.
Falsehood.
Can I complete please? मुझे पता है आप बहुत परेशान हैं, मुझे बोलने दीजिए लेकिन.
झूठ मत बोलिए, झूठ मत बोलिए. China ने land take over कर ली. Not an inch of Indian.
Okay, go ahead, finish up.
See, Rajdeep, let us not forget that Bharatiya Janata Party only got 37% of the votes last time. And the India Alliance got 63%. And last time we were not contesting together. This time we are together. We represent a very cohesive force. We represent 11 very, very capable chief ministers. Besides Mr. Narendra Modi, is there one other leader that RP Singh can talk about? Whether it's a inauguration of a gali sadak, mohalla sadak, train, platform, for every inauguration Mr. Modi goes there. Is there any other minister who can claim that they have done anything in this government? For everything is Mr. Modi. And right now the country is going through the highest unemployment, high inflation.
Reena Gupta, are you certain?
Only working for his best friend Adani.
Miss Reena Gupta, you don't. Miss Reena Gupta, I asked you a simple question. Mr. Kejriwal says one thing in Chhattisgarh against the Congress. Here they say they are fighting together. What's the message you are going? Each of your partners admit that you all are all fighting for political space. Why don't you accept that?
Razi, we are very clear. This alliance is at the central level. Our Karyakartas, our leaders, all of us are very clear. And Mr. RP Singh, it's ironic he's saying this because Prime Minister was saying in Bhopal, chakki piecing, most corrupt party. And after that, 48 hours after that, he makes Ajit Pawar the Deputy Chief Minister. So Mr. RP Singh, पहले अपने गिरेबान में झांक के देखिए आप किसी और के बारे में कुछ बोलने से पहले.
अपने गिरेबान में झांक के देखो दो volumes down. Bring both their volumes down because I'm now going. Priyanka Chaturvedi wanted to make a point. Priyanka Chaturvedi, go ahead, make the point that you wanted to make. I believe you are raising your hand.
So, 2 things I'd like to say. I was listening to Mr. RPN Singh very carefully. He said Sunday ko ye Prime Minister, Monday ko ye Prime Minister, Tuesday ko ye Prime Minister. अरे भाई साहब हमारे पास choices तो हैं. मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ आरपीएन सिंह जी, Nitin Gadkari ji is doing a fabulous job as a minister. Can you on this channel say that if not Mr. Modi, we want Mr. Nitin Gadkari? Can you say it? You won't be able to say it. You're talking about our differences. Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress versus X versus Y. I ask you, your own BJP MLAs from Manipur are saying that they cannot work under Mr. N. Biren Singh. They have been asking for a time with the Prime Minister of India who's not giving them time. Forget that. Arjun Ram Meghwal, a cabinet minister, he is being accused of corruption by your own MLA in Rajasthan. Forget fighting other parties. Your own parties are fighting among, your own party is fighting within itself. Can you name one Prime Ministerial candidate?
You're saying you have a multi-starrer.
Modi,
no,
one
Priyanka
second,
Chaturvedi,
please
you're
allow
saying
me.
you have many
Mr.
leaders.
Sir,
are you very clear?
Yeah.
Are you very clear you will not project
okay,
a face?
So I'll
are
tell
we
you,
very clear after today's meeting that that your alliance will not project a single face?
I will tell you. No, allow me to complete, Rajdeep. Before RPN Singh comes in, you were stepping in. I'll just say one thing. We are a rainbow coalition as per you, right? With 28 parties. They are a 38-party alliance. We have the audacity of hope that our ministers, our leaders are capable. Reena can feel that her chief minister is capable. I can feel my leader is capable. Can they have the audacity of hope, the 37-party alliance that they have? Can anyone come out and say in the open that yes, my leader aspires to be the Prime Minister of this country and lead the nation, and he can lead the nation? That is a sad reality of the Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies right now. They're desperate to stay in power. They're reduced to just a one-man party, and that is what I say. This is a dictatorial, totalitarian idea of India, which exactly what we are opposed to. There has to be many options of a Prime Minister. I remember at a point in time, you all used to say that there should be many leaders who are competing for the post. Today we have many leaders who are capable, but we will choose a leader once our MPs are elected and once we have a majority. Unfortunately for them, they cannot even aspire for it. And that's the sad truth of where we stand today as far as
so you're making it very clear that any leader will be, you're making it very clear on the show, any leader of this India alliance will be chosen post-election. Sahil Joshi, my colleague, is listening. Sahil, you've been tracking this very intently for the last 2 days. What is your, I'll come back to you, sir. What is your biggest takeaway, Sahil, from what you've seen? Do you believe this alliance is actually working cohesively, or do they still have a lot of challenges that lie ahead of them in actually working out seat sharing? Can the Mahavikas Aghadi model of Maharashtra actually be taken nationwide according to you?
Well, the Mahavikas Aghadi model actually showed the way for India Alliance, and in India Alliance we have seen that many of the partners, including TMC, they first tried on their own. They tried to, replace Congress in some of the states. They couldn't do it, and finally they realized the reality of the opposition parties and the message which they are trying to show, to come out of this particular meeting is that one nation, one opposition. That is kind of a message which they are trying to give. Earlier, just 1 year back, when the Congress tried to do that, it couldn't happen. There were various contenders for being a main opposition party, but now the message which they are trying to give is one nation, one opposition. Number two, as you rightly pointed out, that there are certain things which are yet to be finalized. The first line of the political resolution passed today in the meeting says that as far as possible, they will try and fight together against the BJP. That as far as possible clearly shows that there are certain things which are yet to be decided, specifically with respect to Punjab, maybe Bengal. Fairly in Maharashtra, the Mahavikas Aghadi is now fairly placed because they have been together since 2019, despite various breakaway groups within the alliance. Despite that, they have stuck together. They have this Bohemi, and they will eventually move forward. There will be friction whenever it comes to seat sharing. There will be a friction because there is no particular.
But you see this alliance lasting and fighting the election together.
It's very clear because Sharad Pawar himself is now part of the coordination committee, which sends a very clear message in Maharashtra where Sharad Pawar is going to stand despite whatever has happened. So, that message has gone very clear. But this particular line gives a tentativeness to the whole idea of having one-on-one fight with the BJP alliance or with the BJP.
So one-on-one fights in possibly 300, 350 seats is what they are aiming for. RP Singh, does that rattle you? What if this alliance comes up with 350 one-on-one fights across India? कोई डर है कि नहीं?
राजीव,
कल तक चंगा है.
कल तक 450 से थी, कल तक 450 थे, आज 350 हो गए. चलिए देखते हैं आगे आगे होगा क्या. परंतु let me tell you one more thing. Today I heard Rahul Gandhi talking about some businessman. He never took a name today. Yesterday he held a press conference. I give a challenge to Rahul Gandhi to hold a press conference with Mamata Banerjee, Baghel, Gehlot and Sharad Pawar ji put together talking about that businessman. He can't afford to do that because his party, his colleagues, his so-called Indie alliance are not with him on the subject. So, I mean, they have no agenda, they have no collective leadership. And also, they couldn't pick up one coordinator. I mean,
no, but your leader, RP Singh, 1 minute. RP Singh, since, 1 minute, RP Singh, bhai, since you mentioned that businessman, let me mention the name.
Rajdeep.
Rahul Gandhi had a press conference where I'm sitting yesterday, where he mentioned Gautam Adani.
Sir,
why doesn't the Prime Minister break his silence on Mr. Adani?
Okay, I give you a challenge,
Why doesn't the Prime Minister, sir, you're not answering my question. Why doesn't the Prime Minister break his silence on Adani?
Sharad Pawar, Mamata Banerjee, Baghel and Ashok Gehlot sit together and take the name of the businessman. He took the name of that businessman in
why doesn't the Prime Minister, sir, you're not listening to my question. Why doesn't the Prime Minister break his silence on Gautam Adani?
Why does he need to?
Why is the Prime Minister silent?
Because there is some news item and some newspaper outside that to be fed by Soros. Why shall we do it?
In some of the most prominent newspapers in the world.
But we know who is feeding it. We know who is feeding it. Who is feeding it? Tomorrow some newspaper
who's
files a report about you. So we start challenging you. No,
these are top newspapers in the world.
I accept my challenge. I repeat my challenge.
Okay, Reena, you want to respond?
Rahul Gandhi can't afford it.
Okay. Okay, Reena Gupta, final word. Are you all on one or all these issues? For example, cronyism?
My name is RP Singh. I'm not RPN Singh. I'm sorry. You have been saying RPN Singh. My name is RP Singh.
Okay, quickly, final word, Reena Gupta.
We are very clear as an alliance, yes, there will be issues, but the desire to work for the country, the desire to work not for one Mr. Adani, the desire to work for 140 crore Indians is so strong that in the coming days we will iron out all the differences. There will be a proper seat sharing agreement. There will be a proper campaign strategy. And you see, India is going to win, Rajdeep. India is going to win. And these crony capitalists are going to lose because the country has had enough of them now.
To save Mr. Tejasvi Yadav, to save Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Bring the volume down again. I believe Priyanka Gandhi, not Priyanka Gandhi, Priyanka Chaturvedi has something in her mobile. What is it in the mobile that you are trying to show us, Priyanka? Your audio is on mute, ma'am. Your audio is on mute. Priyanka, you wanted to show something on your mobile?
Yeah, I wanted to show you something.
Okay, we are having an... Okay. I think we've reached the end of this alliance. I think our message is very clear that's come from Mumbai. The opposition seems determined to fight unitedly. Now, that unity, whether it stays till April, May next year, will be tested. But the good news for Indian democracy is that we may not necessarily be a one-party democracy. Everyone is contending in a way for political space. And the good news, therefore, is that we could actually have a contest in 2024. Thank you all to our panelists for joining us.